Hi guys, you're watching Total Carp Fishing TV, and today we're taking a look at this ginormous bivvy next to me. This is Solar's SP Mark II Quick Up Shelter. It's a really big shelter with not only loads of floor space, but loads of head space too. So it's got a completely square footprint. You've got a big square ground sheet that you can put down, and that footprint will happily swallow 2 bed chairs, so it's perfect if you're going fishing with a fishing companion, or if you just want to take loads of extra kit on those longer sessions. Like I said, there's also loads and loads of headroom too. This style of bivvy is a much higher style compared to most others on the market. That real box shape just means that you're not stooping all the time when you're in your bivvy, which is a really nice feature when you're on those longer sessions. You don't end up with a bad back. So let's quickly run through now how you set it up, and as the name suggests, it does set up really quickly. So to set up the Mark II Quick Up, what you first need to do is throw your ground sheet down on the floor. This will give you a nice sort of template as to where you're going to put your bivvy. Next, you put the bulk of the bivvy down on the ground sheet and you simply fold it out from the centre, and that all just fans out over the space where your ground sheet is. Now your ground sheet will have a little red strip at the back and a little Solar logo at the front, and on the main body of the bivvy there's also some red strips at the back of the main bit of the bivvy, and then you've obviously got the main door at the front as well. So the next thing to do is you simply lift from the centre, so just reach into the middle and just lift, and what will happen is that the legs themselves will fold out and fall down into position, and that will give it a rough semblance of the structure that's already there. Then it's simply a case of extending the legs. These have got a special quick release mechanism, so you simply just slide them out and they'll lock into place. So you go around each of the 4 legs, locking that all into place, and it's pretty much up at that point. At least the main body of it is. Because of the shape of the bivvy being square, once all of those legs up and it's tensioned that material, you effectively have a square bivvy that sits over your ground sheet. It's then simply a case of running pegs all around the bivvy, and you just want to peg it all out so it sits nice and flush over where the ground sheet's going to be, because the next job is to then go inside the bivvy and just lift up the ground sheet and lay it back down where it will velcro on top of the bit of fabric that runs underneath your ground sheet. So the next step is to add the sort of the skull cap or overwrap section of the bivvy. Now the bivvy itself has some mesh at the top of it, so that there's lots of nice airflow coming in and out of the bivvy, and that also helps reduce condensation. So this skull cap or overwrap part is a necessity, as it stops any sort of water getting into the top. It's really simple to put on. You simply throw it over the top of the bivvy and then go around each of the 4 legs. You've got a little clip at the base of the leg where there's a pegging point. You simply pop that clip into place, and between the 4 of them, that gives you lots of nice tension over that overwrap. Then at the front of the bivvy, you've got this little peak which you just need to position the pole through, and then that pokes into some little eyelets which gives that lots of tension as well. This is really nice as it gives you plenty of respite from the rain. Even when you've got driving rain coming through, you can unzip the top of your bivvy so you've got a nice view out into the lake without getting wet. There's also a number of guy ropes all around the bivvy, which you can either just lasso around the pegs that you've already got there, or for a bit of extra stability, you can actually peg those out separately, and that will just hold everything in place, even in the strongest of winds. Some of the nice features about this bivvy is that you've got a really customizable front door. This can be zipped down or up, whatever your preference is, so you can letterbox it. You've also got a big window on the front, which is a mozzie mesh, so you can get lots of nice airflow without having all those mozzies biting you. And then actually on the back of the bivvy, there's a second door too, and that's got 2 layers. You've got a full mozzie mesh rear and also a normal door rear. So if it's lashing it down, you can just have that zip down, or if it's a bit warmer in the summer, lots of mozzies out, you want that nice airflow, you can unravel the entirety of the rear and just have a mozzie mesh there, or even just have the whole thing open so you've got complete airflow going all the way through. And that really does make a big difference when it's really hot, potentially if you're abroad. So there you go, that is a quick look through the details of the SP Mark II Quick Up Shelter. But I can't finish without mentioning the overwrap that's also available for this, because that really transforms this bivvy into a mammoth bivvy, which is perfect for you and a mate and all of your kit when you're going on those longer adventures. That overwrap provides an extra 1.2 metre extended porch which comes off the front of this shelter. You've got a bar which fits into a bracket in the spreader block, giving it lots of nice tension, and it actually just clips into those same clips that the roof of the bivvy currently clips into. So it's really, really easy to install. You simply throw it over, pop that bar into that central bracket, peg it all out, and you're done. You've got loads and loads of space to put all of your kit, anything that's wet, buckets of bait, everything like that, outside of the main bivvy, and then you can put 2 bed chairs plus loads of extra kit, tables, everything that you're going to need for those longer sessions inside the bivvy itself. It really is perfect for those longer adventures out on the continent. So at the time of making this video, the Quick Up shelter itself retails at $409.99, and then the overwrap, which provides all that extended space, comes in at $224.99. So if you're looking to go out on a big adventure with a mate, you're out on the continent, you want loads and loads of space, then this is certainly worth taking a good look at. For more information, check out the Solar website, www.solartackle.co.uk.